All right, this is a hyper tough folding cargo carrier from Walmart. It's going to be an unboxing and assembly. Just a quick review on how it is. All right, so here's what you get out of the box. You get the main cargo carrier, some parts, bag of bolts and nuts, and the instructions. So flipping through the instruction manual, the only tools I see are a 17mm wrench and a 24mm wrench. Those are pretty big. I happen to have these impact sockets in 17, 24mm. Got my ratchet, and I'm going to use this adjustable crescent wrench to help tighten everything up. Alright, so step one, we're going to connect the two big pieces together using these plates and some of these smaller nuts and bolts. So, see here, we use these two for each side. Okay, so you can see I've got the plate on the outside with the skinnier part towards the top. Got two bolts coming in from the outside and nuts from the inside. Do the same thing over here. So now I'll go ahead and tighten these up with the 17mm socket. Okay, that was going to take a while with the ratchet, so I went ahead and got the impact, and that should speed things up a little bit. Okay, I snugged those up with the impact. See, they're still kind of a little loose. Kind of pick up on it. Instructions say 80%, so I'll do the finish torquing down by hand to make sure I don't over tighten them. Okay, next step is adding what they call the support bridge and the shank underneath this. So basically I'm going to install all these things underneath this with these two long bolts and 6 of the short bolts. So I'll get that all fitted in place and then start snugging them down. Okay, I just fought with this for a few minutes, so here's what I've learned. The easiest way to do this is I'm going to pick this up, put it on its back like that. Hopefully it stands up. It doesn't. Okay, so I just fought with this for a couple of minutes, and here's what I learned I think is the best way to do this. So first of all, when you install this, make sure these two holes are to the side and facing towards you. And so I think the best way is to pick up on this, hold this under here, and go ahead and start your bolt to the top side, just like that. Make sure it comes out the bottom. Put your support bridge on right here. Then start your nut on the bolt. Then once you get that secured, what you can do, bring it back down. Make sure that bolt is all the way towards the back, right here in that slot. And then you can come in with this hold down bracket. I think the indented part goes up, so the part that sticks out goes towards the bottom. And you can just slide this under that bolt head and slide it into place like that. And then kind of repeat, you know, over here Just slide this other long bolt in there, in this hole, and put that support bridge, the one that goes left to right, underneath there. So I found that easier. You know, again, drop that bolt in first through this big thick square piece, and then put the bridge underneath, and then afterwards just slide this piece in, instead of trying to do all those pieces at once. Okay, so now that this big piece is kind of loosely bolted with these two long bolts. Again, I got this hold down bracket on top, and the what they call the bridges. They go from left to right here on the bottom, bolted up just loosely. Now you can see they line up here on either side, the support bridges. Same thing over here. You can drop 4 bolts through these holes and bolt that up. Alright, so now I've got these 4 dropped in on the bridges. Got the nuts just kind of hand start on the bottom. So what I'll do now is go around, just tighten up those 6 bolts. Okay, now I just need to finish the other 4 bolts. These 2 right here, and these 2 right here. Go ahead and do that next. So you can see that's why you don't tighten everything down. You know, I kind of had to wiggle these to get those last 4 bolts in, but I got them in, so now I'll go ahead and snug them all up. Okay, now that those are all snug, the next step is actually to go back and screw everything down tight. So I'm gonna do that next with by hand with my ratchet. Our last thing is to just attach this big piece to the front here, and this is what actually allows you to fold the cargo carrier up. So you use this last big bolt, and this pin will be used when you connect it to the car, I believe. So go ahead and put those on next, and that's going to require the bigger socket, the 25mm. Alright, so you just basically align these holes. Big bolt goes in there. Pin goes in here. This is actually the pin that you pull out when you want to fold it. And then on the other side, you'll put the nut and the pin in. So this is the only place where you're going to need, I think, you know, the actual socket and a wrench to hold the back of it, like that on one side, and then the socket on the other. And all these other bolts, actually in the metal is like a square cut into it, and right behind this bolt head is a square on the actual bolt, so it holds it for you. So this is the only spot where you'll need to hold, basically need a 25mm on this side and 25mm on this side, or just use a wrench on one side and the socket on the other. All right, there you go. That one was easy to put on with my impact and 25mm holding the other side, but definitely had to work it. So I bet it'd be pretty tough to do by hand with you know, with a ratchet. So good to have power tools here. So I'll go put on my wife's car and see how it fits. Okay, so here it is installed on my wife's car. She's got the 2-inch hitch, so it's the full-size one. So rated for 500 pounds. I weigh 200 pounds, and it holds me pretty easily, you know, as long as I'm standing on the center beam here. So, you know, it feels pretty sturdy. To fold it, you said I come over here and you take this pin out, this, and you just very easily fold it up. Put the pin back in down here. But just like that, push that pin all the way through, and now it's folded up. Now, if you have the 1 1/4 hitch, which is the smaller one, it does come with directions for that. Basically, instead of using the big 2-inch main beam here, use this smaller one. It's 1 1/4 with these little bushings that go on top of it, it looks like. But that takes away the folding aspect, I believe. But there it is. We're going to use it to go to the beach tomorrow, and I'll make sure to update you and let you know how we like it after we use it there and back. Alright, so this is us packed up. It's really nice that you have all these different options of where to run hooks. It's my first time using one of these, so we've got 2 straps and wrapped around pretty good. So I don't think any of this is going anywhere. So see how it does.